Gas tank is on E. I just bought this for $1,000 plus my work because I had to detail it. It would look like crap. And it needed a battery, and the starter was funky, so I had to pull it down and change it. But anyway, so here they get paid for the car. So as soon as they get them out of the car, they count them, and then they get the government to send them a portion of money per each person, and there's a lot of people homeless. And then 70% of those people end up dead. So they put the money back in their own pockets and never let it come through. And that's only one incident. There's other things that go on that totally illegal, totally planned. They can't just say some lady that they hired took $12.3 million. The lady's not that smart. I would probably not be that smart. But you're trying to convince me via the paper story that this is what happened. That really did not happen. I know that for a fact. And the reason I say that is because there was a judge, there was a prosecutor, there was a defense attorney, and the immediate people involved, and they had a closed-door dinner. And it was all spoken about what was going to get done, who was going to get what was going to be said on the record, and then they took the money out. And lady went to jail, got bailed out, slap in the wrist, promised to pay. She ain't paying. She don't make that kind of money to pay back $12.3 million. The people that really got the money, they're still sitting in an office waiting for the next bank account. Wow. Talk about organized crime. Sad. The teams that they kept trying to put together, San Diego. I don't even follow sports because my stepfather used to make me stand in the kitchen while he drank Schaefer beer and shots of Seagram 7. And if his team lost, I got my ass kicked. And his team lost a lot because I got my ass kicked a lot. So I don't even like sports or follow sports. So basically, come on, Junior. Move the car. Drive the car. Thank you. Anyway, so nobody knew that the brokers for the team players were buying and selling the best team athletes prior to them putting together a team at all. But yet they built a second stadium and they sold all the box seats. They got all that money. How do you claim to do right by a city? You're running this place, and you got fans paying for the box seats, and you're selling them a losing ticket because they're going to lose. And they keep walking up the sidewalk with their heads hung low. I lived on 7th and G downtown. Used to watch them walk up with their heads hanging, like sad and embarrassed. And I'd say, you know what? It's your own guy's fault. You should bet for the other team. You probably make some money, afford to be able to take your wife out to dinner. They didn't like that. But you know what? That's not my problem. If you're not going to wake up and smell the coffee and see what's going on, what do you want me to do? I got to have some fun somewhere. All they want to do is keep taking my cars. $38,000 worth of vehicles, and recently another $10,000 worth of vehicles, and my property. And you know what? That's messed up. That is messed up. Okay? I'm only one guy. Imagine all the people that they take from. It's very upsetting. Very upsetting. And you know what? Then the powers of the universe, with a little help from some of these people, brought the coronavirus, right? And now, instead of taking you to a crowded shelter or a jail, now we have to separate. We got, what do you call that? Social distancing. You can't be within so many feet or, so many people. And you know what? I was socially distant in my vehicle before they took them. So I don't understand why these people keep doing this other than the money. You know what? Get a second job, buy your own car, live in a less expensive house. Don't buy that full wardrobe you buy and then throw it all into the Goodwill to give it away because you just think you're having a charitable moment. Well, the rest of us out here or living the real life of all your goddamn shenanigans. Excuse my language. Because I'm getting tired of it. It's getting to the point, all right? I'm going to instruct everybody, you know what? You want to save this? They want cars? I'll tell you what. It'll be cars we given. We'll run them right into Mission Bay. And I mean into the bay. And don't think it hasn't been done before. Because I'll tell you what. You don't know Johnny. So anyway, and the reason for this is not that I'm out of my mind. I want to ruin the environment. Okay? I'm not out of my mind. They're out of theirs. They worry more about the tourism and the property of their estates than they do anything else. It's the only thing they worry about. But in the meantime, Mission Bay was built, or I should say made, by the Navy. It covers a dump. And now all the garbage that's under the water is cooking. And it's emitting toxic fumes, molecules. So those 10 people that have died that I know of, that went into the water with an open cut or wound, okay, as it sat, they died. Now, the politicians and the people who invest in real estate don't want that to get out. You know, they want it to be business as usual, taking people's cars, keeping the prices of everything up. You know what? That's not responsible. These people are out of their minds. They think I'm on drugs. I think they're on drugs. I think they should stop smoking the stuff that they sell out of here anyway. If you don't think the agents are bringing it across, the border, and we've lost the war on drugs, guess what? You need to think again, because it's in fact what happened. All right? I mean, when I got arrested for trying to bring something across the border, get a little start money, they put someone and told him who I was. The agents know who I was, and then they fabricated a story of sheet metal plates that covered the compartment. It was screwed down, and the guy was in there, but there was no screw holes. I was supposed to get acquitted, and the crooked judge jumped up like somebody put a hot iron to his ass and called a sidebar and told my lawyer, don't you bring that up again. And just as sure as he said that, I know he instructed the jury outside my presence to disregard that testimony that said those screw holes didn't exist. That was all false information being used by the government, fabricated by the agents in order to instill guilt upon me. And the judge, with his little alcohol liquid lunch, come hell or high water, there wasn't going to be no, acquittal in his courtroom. I was going to prison. And that's what he did. And if you don't think that's illegal, then we have no system. We have no system. We can't have the integrity of having a system if people are going to just do what they want just because they're a judge. You know what? You people got a lot of straightening out in this country to do, and you need to do it. I'm not trying to sound bossy. I'm just trying to point out the blatant facts. It's sad. Here they hire people coming across the border to save money. They give them a 90-day class and teach them how to be a trolley cop. And they put 9mm on their hip. Well, they've got about 6 or 7 lawsuits from these people shooting Americans on the trolley. Okay? Why? Because these are people that they're not from this country. They don't know the language. They don't know the demeanor that some Americans can have, including myself. Okay, so if they get scared or they just get pissed, they're shooting. And now San Diego has lawsuits. What they should have done, okay, was got people that were in the field, law enforcement or security or whatever, for a period of years. They're making a good salary, and you pay them the salary they deserve. Because San Diego's supposed to be a beautiful place to be, but it's got its really bad things about it. And that's all I can say right now. All right? But these are some of them. You pay them their wage, they can afford those lavish rents that you expect to get. Why would you think somebody from another country is going to come here, make $50,000, let's say, argument's sake, a year, and he's going to spend it all in rent for you? You're that nice to them? No. They'll live 15 in a house, save that money, and buy themselves a nice car. The house will be rickety and falling down, but the car will be sitting there looking brand new in the yard with grass growing up around it. And that's the part that you people are missing. You got the economy on its head. I'm trying to set it right, and you're trying to screw it off. I mean, I could go on and on and on, and it's not that I'm bitching. I'm pleading, okay? Because I need a little help here. We need people to investigate, have internal affairs, go to different divisions of what we got here and see what they're really doing. You can't keep taking people's cars, leaving them in the street. That's insane. These ain't cans and bottles. This is people's real property, And there's no lawyer with a spine that'll take my case because they don't want to go against the city. Come on, guy. Drive the fuck... Oh, my God. What do you need, a tow truck? I'll put you there. How's that? Unbelievable. These people can't drive. They can't drive in sunny weather, much less wet weather. They can't drive in clear traffic, much less traffic. Never seen a bunch like this. Oh, and they got all these little quirks they have. Because they're just a, hooty hoos. That's what they are, a bunch of hooty hoos, all right. Fucking weirdos. They say I'm a weirdo. No, I ain't a weirdo. I'm a freak. There's a difference. Okay? And you know what? I'm not ashamed, about certain things in my life that transpired. I couldn't change them to save my life. Okay? But you know what? How do you explain to your family this, that, the other thing? That's embarrassing, personal, humiliating. How do you explain any of that? You can't. They're not going to understand it. My family's never come to me like that. You know what I mean? And I have two families. I have the Tarantinos, which most of them are dead. And, they became my family to some degree. I have the Whaleys. They were my family for a while. I got a lot of people on Facebook that I really do care about. If I had the ways and the means, believe me, I wouldn't be here. Okay? And I'm just stuck like Chuck because these people keep taking my stuff. And I got no help. I tried to do the donation thing. I didn't even know how to put a link to the donation box. How sad is that? I'm running on E, gonna run out of gas. There's $20 sitting there that somebody helped me with, and I can't even get it because I don't have a link to a bank account. Sad, sad, sad. And I try to jockey cars, but every time I get these cars, I buy them legally, right? I clean them, I fix them, and right when I get it to the point of sale, they disappear. I think it's somebody I know, truthfully. It might be a lot of people I know, because maybe they keep that kind of tabs on me. I'm just an idiot because I don't know the area. I mean, I covered a lot of ground here, okay? And if this is how it is, and this is how it's going to be, I don't take it personal, okay? But you should, okay? Because they're going to do with me whatever they think they're going to do with me, because that's just what they do. They're probably off me for bringing up about the human organ harvesters. They can't run their business if I'm running my yap, right? And the politicians, they can't continue as like business as usual if I'm running my yap and it's starting to get out. Especially the accounts, the Uniform Commercial Code, the bank accounts that are on your Social Security card. That's a bank account. They put $1 million into a bank account, England, because we hail from England, and it's matured in interest ever since you're an infant. And they know about the account. You don't know it's an account, like a bank account. You just know it's got your name on it, whatever. Well, you know what? You need to read up. I can't teach everybody everything all the time. I don't have the breath left in my chest. So you're going to have to do some homework. You're going to have to make some efforts. I don't want to hear the words, oh, and what can I do? Well, you know what? Grow a freaking brain, grow a set of balls, and figure it out. That's what our forefathers did. And they fought and died and got buried so that we could have. And these shit stains that think they're slick, they're fucking manipulating circles around you. They cause distractions just to get what you deserve and take it away. And you know what? If you allow them to do that, then shame on you. Why'd you have kids? So they could be slaves? I don't want no kids of mine to be slaves. Oh, the city of Nassau County wanted me to be a slave when I had all those arrests. Okay, I couldn't even see my kids. I kept getting arrested. I mean, that was a joke. But the joke was on me, right? So, as long as it's on me, we can all laugh, right? I mean, I'd like to laugh at some point. I'm not laughing. You know, I have some sons that don't know who their dad is. They think he's a idiot or didn't care or whatever. Who can vouch for that? Then I get Freddie calling me up after putting me out of business. Him and Denise going to court. Him just doing what he does. So I had to just literally walk away. Okay? Then he calls me up and he wants me to come there and work for him. I can't do that. What am I going to tell my son? Oh, daddy's a stupid ass. He worked for somebody to make them man more wealthier after he put your father in a position to be poor and in the poorhouse. Well, that's not something I think is acceptable. I don't hate nobody. And I'm not going after nobody. But you know what? Time is now for the truth to come out. And the truth is, you know, I didn't do everything by myself. I didn't go to court by myself. Somebody put my name on paper and brought me to court. The drugs didn't do it. Somebody did it. Somebody said, oh, they sent me a link for recovery. You know what? I've lost a lot of property, a lot of things, okay, a lot of time out of my life because of other people just being a spoiled shit stain, calling the police and putting me out on blast because I was trying to make some money. Okay? And you know what? If that's what gets you jollies off, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I'll go to jail again. I'll go to prison again. I'll start all over again. And I'll get something else. Because I'm me. And you're not. Okay? I have more with nothing than you have with all. And you know when that's going to happen? When you don't have your house and you're out there like a homeless person. You got to make a fire. You got to fix your car. You got to fix your stove. You got to do it all yourself by hand. You got to know how to do all these things. I can wire my own house. I can build my own house. I can do tile. I can fix my own car. Put a motor in it. You know what? There's not a lot of me left. I'm a dinosaur. A dying breed. And you don't have to listen to me. And yeah, sure, I'd like to find me a young lady that would be turned on having a guy like me. A little wild, a little crazy, knowing what's going on. Have some family structure in my life. I think it would be nice to have a little bit of that. Instead of all these nuts running around with all the propaganda that I'm trying to get little underage girls or whatever it is that their agenda calls for. Because they don't want me to tell the truth about people taking cars and holding money and, you know, leaving people for dead to collect money from them. See, that sounds bad, right? Well, I think it sounds bad too. I don't like saying it. I don't like it in my vocabulary and coming out of my mouth. I want to do other things. But if I don't point it out, you people will allow it to happen. You might even allow it to happen anyway. What's wrong with you people? Brain fart. This is illegal. This is inhumane. Conduct unbecoming of city officials. When are you going to stand up for yourself and have a nutsack? Not you girls. I don't want a nutsack on you. And just be that man. Be like me. Have balls. Do it. Get it done. Okay? Me? Yeah. I put myself out on a limb. And I got balls. But you know what? They're neutering me every chance they can. And the balls are shrinking, I think. It's just, my options become more and more less. Because nobody is there to help me. So, this is John Emerson, 619-885-9273. Reporting live in San Diego. Trying to stay out of the way. Stay out of their face. They'll find a way to find me. GPS, cell phones, whatever. And they'll dog me again. Because that's what they do. So, I'm trying to reverse the osmosis. And I'm trying to explain the where, whens, and hows of all that. So that maybe somewhere in there's an equation you can think of to say, hey, I know how to stop that shit, or document it, or, find out if it's really going on. And you can help save the day. You could be a hero. Not these people that just go to work and they're a hero. I mean, make a difference in the way the system is run and be a hero. Buck their own system from them. Because that's what they do to you. What do you think? They don't give you the square block and ask you to put it in a round hole, and you always have the job of taking the square edges off so that you can get it in the round hole? That's a distraction. While they got the round block putting it in the round hole, you're looking like an idiot, so they get to be 10 steps ahead of you. So you take it any way you want. This is Johnny Mustang trying to put you wise, okay? I don't need no, humble apologies. I don't need any, worthless thank yous. I need a little revenue. I'm trying to do a non-for-profit hookup for humanity. So I have some shekels, so I can do the right thing, so I can make the right contacts, do it the way it should be done, and save the day if that's even possible. Call me. Let me know what's up, because I could really use a hand. I'm in pain right now. You don't know it, but yeah. You can't tell by my face. I mean, don't you people know me at all anymore? Yeah, I'll do what I say I'm going to do, but I'm not trying to do everything. All right? I will, if forced. You leave me no choice. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out in the blaze of glory, kamikaze style. Anyway, that's just me. Anyway, you guys probably got all your burial plots and all that shit squared away. I don't. So, wherever I land is where I'll be. Right now I'm here. Call me. Say what's up. Have a good day. God bless everybody. Be safe. Be corona free. Don't forget, Johnny Mustang. Thank you.